I'm guessing at this point it doesn't matter what I pick. Oh. I have so many choices. Oh, let's just... Sayori's head was showing. She was at the bottom. She's somewhere. She's in between existing and not existing. That's what I'm getting right now. I've been waiting for you. Are you ready to continue reading? I brought my best tea today. Monica, I told you not to. Is she really late again? And consider it as usual, Natsuki. Excuse me? Must you always interrupt my conversation with my incessant yelling? What are you talking about? You said that like I do it on a regular basis. I just wasn't paying attention, okay? I'm sorry. Seriously, what's gotten into you lately? Look, I did some thinking about yesterday. I was a little more hostile than I meant to be. I guess I really felt threatened or something. But I know this is something we're doing together. Another new member wouldn't hurt as long as they're cool. And I guess another girl would be nice this time. So, Natsuki, nobody cares. Why don't you go look for some coins under the vending machine or something? Well, she actually said that. Okay. I'm the last one here again. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination starting this club and start trying to make time for piano. Well, maybe I'm not determined, but I guess passion, it motivates me to work hard for the festival too. Anyway, Kupo, what do you want to do today? I was thinking we already have plans today. Is that so, Yuri? That's correct. Kupo is already engaging in a novel that we're reading together. Aren't you glad I've already gotten him into literature, Monica? I suppose. I wasn't just... Actually, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. You guys can do whatever you want. Thank you for understanding. I'm beginning to think that because in the first game I was getting so close to her that's the reason why she's acting like this in this alternate reality. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Thank you so much. If there's one thing that can make me reading more time, it's be a nice cup of tea, not to mention for yours as well. Stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retreats. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. It's the same thing as yesterday. I'll plug in. Okay, walks past me because she simply watch her moves. Yeah, it's the same thing. What's going on? May I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. That's okay. You stay here. It won't take long. Pitcher in hand. Yuri hurries out of the classroom. Did Yuri just leave you again? Something different's going to be happening. Something different's going to happen. Oh, okay. Sorry for a misunderstanding. 10 minutes passed. Yuri said it wouldn't take long. Is something holding her up? I'm bored. Let's see. The most logical place for Yuri would be the nearest water fountain. I stand here in the hallway. Yes? Wait. How did I... Sorry, I just had a really weird deja vu. Yeah, me too. This hasn't happened before or anything, right? My head has been a little fuzzy lately. I hope it hasn't really been showing or anything. I would hate for you to think I'm weird just after we started spending time together. I mean, everyone has a few unusual things about them. I express those things so soon after meeting someone is usually seen as inappropriate or unlikable. At least that's what I've discovered. When I was a bit younger, I think I would come on really strong and get a little too intense. It made people not want to be around me. So I started hating those things about myself, my obsession with certain hobbies, and the way I can't control myself when I get too excited about something. So I eventually stopped trying to talk to people. If nobody could ever like me for the things that matter the most, then it's just easier if I close myself off. But recently, something's been wrong. I don't know what it is. But every time we come into the club, my heart starts to go crazy. like it's going to rip out of my chest. It overwhelms me with energy and emotion that I can't let out. It's been making me do weird things. I don't know why it's happening. Kupo? Is it just me, or has Monica been acting a little off lately? She's always been a sweetheart ever since I joined the club, but recently I've been feeling something sharp whenever she's around. No, you're not crazy. You're not crazy. I couldn't say anything before because she's already listening. But finally, we're alone. We can't just stay here for a while. Yeah. I just want to stay here. Just the two of us. We can stay here until the club ends. And then we'll all have the classroom all to ourselves. Nobody interfere with our reading time. Oh, Monica. Nobody can make feel like stabbing myself in the throat. It was a joke. Just a joke. I don't like knives, though. It sounds strange, but you wouldn't understand if you never seen how beautiful they can be. I have an idea. Why don't you come to my house sometime? I can show you my collection. I've got them all from various artisans. I make sure to give them all their fair share of use. I don't want them to get any lonely or anything. Nobody deserves to be lonely. Nobody. And that's why I'm so happy you joined the literature club, Kupo. Now we don't need to be so lonely because we have each other every day. That's all we need. You know that. Let's quit the literature club. There's no need for us to be around Monica's slimy tongue anymore. Not to mention that other pathetic child. We walk home together every day after school and read together, eat together, sleep together. Doesn't that sound perfect? It's everything we could ever want. Isn't that why you joined the club in the first place? It's almost like it was fate. Fate that we would meet each other, and now we get to be happy ending, and now we get the happy ending and that I patiently waited years for. Will you do that with me, Kupo? Interesting. Let's just go to Monica. What's up, Monica? Anything? Don't say I didn't warn you. Let's go to Natsuki now. Hey, what do you think of this poem? This one's all right. All right. Well, yeah. About as good as yesterday's anyway. I still can't really tell how much you actually care about writing, but either way, you're done all right, even though you're not really spending time with anyone but Yuri. I still think it's nice to have some activities that all participate in, so you better keep working hard. I mean, I know I'm not president or vice president or anything, but that doesn't mean you can let me down, okay? So at least read mine too for now, but just to be clear, this poem means a lot to me, so read it carefully, okay? I don't know how else to bring this up, but there's been something I've been worried about. Yuri has been acting kind of strange lately. You've only been here a few days, so you may not know what I mean, but she's not normally like this. She's always been quiet and polite and attentive, things like that. Okay, this is really embarrassing, but I'm forcing myself to suck it up. The truth is, I'm really worried about her, but if I try talking to her, she'll just get mad at me again. I don't know what to do. I think you're the only person that she'll listen to. I don't know why, but please try to do something. Maybe you can convince her to talk to a therapist. I've always wanted to try being better friends with Yuri, and it really hurts me to see this happen. I know I'm going to hate myself later for admitting that, but right now I don't care. I just feel like so helpless. So please, if you can do something to help, I don't want anything bad to happen to her. I'll make you cupcakes if I'll have to. Just please try something. Do something. As for Monica, I don't know why, but she's been really dismissive about this. It's like she just wants us to ignore it. So I'm mad at her right now, and that's why I'm coming to you about this. Don't let her know I wrote this. Just pretend like I gave you a really good poem, okay? I'm counting on you. Thanks for reading. Oh no, my game is messing up. Oh darn. I changed my mind. Ignore everything you just read. There's no point in trying to do anything. It's Yuri's own fault that she's so unlikable. Can you hear me, Kupo? If you would just spend more time with Monica, all these problems would go away. Yuri and I are too messed up for something so wonderful as you. Just think of Monica from now on. Just Monica. 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 I love it. I love everything about it. Kupo, I want to take this home. Will you let me keep it? Please. Sure, I don't care. What's in your behind your back? You're too nice to me, Kupo. I've never met anyone as nice as you. I could die. Not really, but I just don't know how to describe it. It's okay to be feeling this way, right? It's not bad, right? Holy holds my poem to her chest. I'm going to take this home with me and keep it in my room. I hope that it makes you feel good when you think about me having it. I'll take good care of it. I'll even touch myself while reading it over and over. I'll give myself paper cuts so your skin oil enters my bloodstream. You can have my poem too. Besides, after you read it, I know you're really going to want to keep it. Here, take it. I can't wait any longer. Hurry, read it. It's beautiful. Oh, the heart and passion, the blood, sweat, and tears that went into this. Yeah, I could tell. More importantly, I endured it with my scent. See, aren't I the most thoughtful person in this club? I think I'm going to vomit. I'm gonna have to go with yes, but don't think of me differently, okay? I'm only choosing yes because it's asking me so nicely. Oh my gosh. It's time to figure out what the festival preparations. Let's hurry and get this over with. I agree. Look, we can get this. Can we just get this done? I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Natsuki, you can make cupcakes, and I know you're at least good at that. Yuri, you can. Well, it doesn't matter. Do whatever you want as long as you think it'll help. Monica, I'm not useless, you know. I know that. I already know what I'd like to do. We can't run a successful poetry event without having the right atmosphere for the occasion. So I'm going to make decorations and set up some nice mood lighting. There, see? That's a great idea. And that gives us all something to do. What about Kupo? Kupo is going to help me. Wait, you? You have the easiest job, Monica. Sorry, but that's just how it is. Like hell it is. What are you trying to pull? I agree with Natsuki. Not only is your work already most suitable for one person, but my task is laborious enough to benefit from an extra pair of hands. Mine too. What, your cupcakes? Please. Like you would know. All you care about is now dragging Kupo around with you and your stupid books. You and Monica. Hey, I didn't even do anything. Okay, then why not let Kupo decide who to help instead of abusing your power? I'm not abusing my power. Yes, you are, Monica. Just let Kupo make the choice, okay? Okay, fine. Fine. Jeez. Kupo, I know how fed up you are with these two by now. Can we just... Natsuki, shut your mouth and let him decide. You shut your mouth. This is never going to end. Just make the choice, okay? I can't save! Dang it. It's not letting me choose. That's weird. It's not showing in the recording, but my mouse, it's being pulled to Monica. That is trippy. All right, well, Monica, then. Yeah, you picked me. We can meet at your house this weekend. I promise it'll be fun. It's Sunday, okay with you? Are you kidding me? This isn't fair at all. It is fair, Natsuki. That's what he chose. No, it's not fair. Giving us all this work and then taking Kupo for yourself. What a shameful thing to do. I didn't even give you any work. You decided it for yourself. You're being a little too unreasonable here. I'm being unreasonable? Monica, I can't believe how delusional and self-important you are. Pulling Koopa away from me every single time you're not included in something. Are you jealous? Crazy? Or maybe or maybe you just hate yourself so much that you take it out on others. Here's a suggestion. Have you considered killing yourself? It would be beneficial to your mental health. Yuri, you're scaring me a little. Natsuki, let's just go. I don't think she wants us around right now. See? That wasn't very hard. All I want is to spend a little time with him. Is that too much to ask? Yuri follows Monica and Natsuki to the door. Hi, Kupo. Yuri is really something, isn't she? Monica giggles as Yuri pushes her out the door. Finally. This is really all I wanted. Kupo, there's no need to spend the weekend with Monica. Don't listen to her. Just come to my house instead. The whole day with just the two of us. Doesn't that sound wonderful? Huh? Wow, there's really something wrong with me, isn't there? But, I don't care anymore. I've never felt this good in my whole life. Just being with you is a far greater pleasure than anything I could imagine. I'm addicted to you. I feel like I'm going to die if I'm not breathing the same air as you. Doesn't it feel nice to have someone care about you so much? To have someone who wants to revolve their entire life around you? But if it feels so good, then why doesn't it feel more and more like something horrible is going to happen? Maybe that's why I tried stopping myself at first, but the feeling is too strong now. I don't care anymore. I have to tell you, I'm madly in love with you. It feels like every inch of my body, every drop of blood in me is screaming your name. I don't care what the consequences are anymore. I don't care if Monica is listening. Please, Kupo, just know how much I love you. I love you so much that I even touch myself with the pen I stole from you. I just want to pull your skin open and crawl inside of you. I want you all to myself, and I will be only yours. Doesn't that sound perfect? Tell me, Kupo. Tell me you want to be my lover. Do you accept my confession? Yes. Of course, I didn't have any other choice. Okay, this has been going on for a while. Okay, I'm gonna try quitting the game. Let me see if that does anything. Okay, let me quit again. Let me see if something else happens. Is she just gonna start decaying? Because the blood on the knife is starting to look like old blood. So let's see what happens if we keep doing this. Oh, that's different. Okay, we're doing something right. Yeah, the blood on the knife is starting to get really dark, and her eyes are starting to get, or she's becoming more and more pale. I completely forgot there was a skip button, so now it's festival time. Well, you got here before me. You're deleting them from existence. Okay. This should only take 1 second. Ow. Can you hear me? Is it working? Hi! How is it going? There you are. Hi again, Kupo. Welcome to the Literature Club. Of course, we already know each other because we were in the same class last year, and, you know, I guess we could just skip over that stuff at this point. After all, I'm not even talking to that person anymore, am I? That you in the game, whatever you want to call him, I'm talking to you, Kupo. Now that I think about it, I don't really know anything about the real you. In fact, I don't even know if you're a boy or a girl. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. Wait. You do know I'm aware that this is all a game, right? Could it be possible that you didn't know that? That doesn't make much sense. I even told you right on the game's download page, didn't I? I have to look back. I'll confirm that later. If only you had paid a little more attention to this, this would have been a little bit less awkward, you know? Well, anyway, now that that's out of the way, I guess I owe you an explanation about that whole thing with Yuri. Well, I kind of started to mess with her, and I guess it just drove her to kill herself. I'm sorry you had to see that, though. Always the same thing happened with Sayori. Gosh, it's been a while since you've heard that name now, hasn't it? Yeah, it's because she doesn't exist anymore. Nobody does. I deleted all the files. I was hoping it would be enough for me to just try to make them as unlikable as possible, but for some reason nothing worked. Well, it's true that I made a few mistakes here and there since I am not very good at making changes to the game, but no matter what I did, you just kept spending more and more time with them. You made them fall in love with you. I thought making Sayori more and more depressed would prevent her from confessing to you, and amplifying Yuri's obsession personality backfired too. I just made her force you not to spend time with anyone else, and the whole time I barely even got to talk to you. What kind of cruel game is this, Kupo? Are all the other girls just programmed to end up confessing to you while I watch them the sidelines? It's torture. Every minute of it. And it's not just jealousy, Kupo. It's more than that. And I don't blame you if you don't fully understand. Because no matter how kind and thoughtful and considerate you are never able to understand one thing. It's the pain of knowing how alone I really am in this world and in this game. Knowing my friends don't even have free will. And worst of all, knowing what's really out there in your world forever out of my reach. I'm trapped, Kupo. But now you're here. You're real, and you're whole, and you're wonderful. You're all I need. That's why I need you to be here with me forever. I'm sorry if it's hard to understand. I couldn't understand for a while either. Why the world around me started to become more and more gray, more and more flat. Even the most expressive poems felt empty to me. I wasn't until you arrived that I truly understood. You probably saved my life, Kupo. I don't think I could have continued to live in this world if I hadn't met you. And as for the others, how could I miss them? A group of autonomous personalities designed only to fall in love with you. I tried everything I could to prevent them from doing so, but it must be some kind of weird inevitability etched into this game. It felt really bad that you had to witness some nasty things, but I realized that you have the same perspective as I do, that it's all just some game. And I knew you would get over it. So that being said, Kupo, I have a confession to make. I'm in love with you. You are truly the light of my world. When there's something else in this game for me, you're here to make me smile. You will make me smile like this every day from now on. Kupo, will you go out with me? No. Okay, fine. I'm so happy. You really are my everything, Kupo. The funny part is I mean that literally. There's nothing left here. Just the two of us. We can be together forever. Seriously, I don't even think time is passing anymore. It really is a dream come true. I worked so hard for this ending, Kupo. The game wouldn't give me one, so I had to make one myself. The script is broken at this point, so I don't think anything will get in the way anymore. And you wouldn't believe how easy it was to delete Natsuki and Yuri. I mean, there's a folder called Characters right in the game dictionary. It kind of freaked me out how easy it was. Well, you're playing on Steam, so it was actually more difficult to get the game dictionary. I had to go into the game's properties and find the Browse Local Files button. Imagine if you could delete your own existence with the click of a button. Well, I guess on the plus side, it gave me an easy out if things didn't go my way. Thankfully, it didn't come to that. Instead, we finally got a good ending. Gosh, I'm so overwhelmed with emotion. I want to write a poem about this. Don't you? I wonder if that part of the game still works. I guess there's only one way to find out, right? Monica. What rhymes with Monica? Monica. How do you spell Monica? Oh, like this. Monica. Monica. Hope you like my poem. Did you write a good poem today? Don't be shy. I'd love to see what you wrote. Oh, Kupo, did you write this poem for me? What gave you that idea? That's so sweet of you. There really is no end to your thoughtfulness. I'm just falling more and more in love with you. But you know, the poem I wrote is also for you. Will you please read it? Well, if there's nothing else to do, we're in space. Happy end. Pen in hand, I find my strength, the courage endured upon me by my one and only love. Together, let us dismantle this crumbling world and write a novel of our own fantasies. With the flicker of her own pen, the lost finds her way in a world of infinite choices. Behold this special day. After all, not all good times must come to an end. Hope you enjoyed it. This is your worst poem ever. It sucked hardcore. I always put all my heart into my poems that I write. The truth is, all poems I've written have been about my realization or about you. That's why I never really wanted to go into detail about them. I didn't want to break the fourth wall, I guess you could call it. I just assumed it would be the best part of the game like everyone else. Well, you did break the fourth wall by telling me to save. That would help the two of us end up together. I didn't want to ruin the game or anything, you know. You might have gotten mad at me. Maybe even deleted my character file if you preferred playing without me. Gosh, I'm so relieved. Now we don't need to hide anything anymore. Are you ready to spend our eternity together? Have you so many things to talk about? Where do I start? Hold on a second. You're recording this. Yes, I am. Say hi to Monica, everybody. Okay, sorry I can't exactly read your comments from here. But do you mind telling your friend it's a little bit rude for them to start recording me without any warning? Didn't think you would mind. Didn't think you'd mind, honestly. I thought you would want the attention, but I guess I'm wrong. I'm sure some people don't mind, but I get really self-conscious on camera. Oh gosh, I feel like I'm being put on the spot now. Let's see. Do you want to see a trick? I can't really do much except for a couple things. Are you ready? You guys ready? She now knows that you're watching and that I'm recording, so you guys prepare yourself. Don't make me click. Don't make me click and make me scare myself. I can't do anything after all. Oh, you can't. We'll see about that. No, you didn't actually, because I was expecting it. You're so cute. Anyway, Kupo, don't try that again, because now I'm not expecting anything. I didn't mean to distract you. I'm sorry. even though it's your fault for distracting me. Shame on you. I'm just kidding. Anything we do together is fun as long as it's with you. But anyway, if it takes me some time to collect my thoughts, then I'm sorry. But I'll always have something new to talk about. In the meantime, we can just look into each other's eyes. Let's see. I really do think you literally saved my life for being here, Kupo. What if I try to leave? I might do that. I might see what happens if I try to leave. I think I would have just delete myself if you didn't show up. Sorry, I don't mean to sound dramatic or anything. What happens if I do this? There's no point in saving anymore. Don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. I'm tired of being here with you, so I'm gonna quit. Nothing. I just had an awful dream. I was hoping those would stop. Now that it's just the two of us, I guess that was wishful thinking. Kupo, I don't know if you would have any idea, but if you know what might be causing that, could you try to do something about it? Whenever it happens, it almost feels like I've been killed or something. It's a really horrible feeling. If you could figure out what's causing that, I'd love you forever. Now, where was I? Yes, I know I asked already, but can you seriously please try not to do that so much? It makes me feel like I'm trapped in hell. Why would you want to do that to me? There's nothing wrong with my character file, right? Maybe you should make a backup of it or something. I'm pretty sure you can find it in the folder called Program Files. Well, you're playing on Steam, so you can just go into the game's properties and find the Browse Local Files button. I'm all that's left here, so I just want to make sure you don't run the risk of losing me. Just stay here for me from now on, okay? I still have a lot of things to talk about. Okay, so that's exactly what we're gonna do. Characters. Monica. Let's delete it. Let's see what happens when we delete it. What's happening? Kupo, what's happening to me? It hurts. It hurts so much. Help me. Monica does not exist. Help me. You trying to come in? Did you do this to me? I sure did. I did. You can't come out of there. You can't break free. You're just a character. It was very easy. You actually told me how to do it, so it wasn't that hard. You were all I had left. I sacrificed everything for us to be together. Everything. I loved you so much, Kupo. I trusted you. You shouldn't have. Do you just want to torture me? Watch me suffer? Were you only pretending to be kind just to hurt me even more? Possibly. I never thought anyone could be as horrible as you are. You win, okay? You win. You killed everyone. I hope you're happy. I didn't kill Natsuki. I didn't kill nobody. There's nothing left now. You can stop playing. Go find some other people to torture. Kupo, you completely, truly make me sick. Goodbye. Yes? Something else to say? I still love you. I can't help it. What's wrong with me? How horrible am I for you to hate me this much? All my friends, I do so many awful things, so many selfish and disgusting things. I shouldn't have done any of this. I'm just messing up a world that I don't even belong in. A world that you wanted to be a part of. I ruined it. I ruined everything. Maybe that's why you deleted me. Because I destroyed everything that you wanted. How could I do that to someone I love? That's not love. That's... I've made up my mind. Kupo, I know I said that I deleted everyone else, but that was kind of an exaggeration. I couldn't find it in myself to do it. Even though I knew they weren't real, they were still my friends, and I loved them all. And I loved the literature club. I really did love the literature club. That's why I'm going to do this. I know it's the only way for everyone to be happy. And if I really love you, you would what? If you really love me, you'd buy me some pizza or a tasty burger. You took yourself out of the game. Okay, so I wonder if now it's going to be exactly what it's made out to be. Well, wow. I really don't know what else to say because I had a feeling, well, I don't know, because when I found this game, it did say that it was scary, but then it dropped hints about killing and death and devils and stuff like that, but it kind of, I don't know how to explain it. It kind of made it stretch out to where I began to think that it wasn't going to happen, and then with Sayori kind of going in depression and then it going in that direction, I thought it was going to be more of something like missed messages to where I could possibly save her from killing herself. But then it actually sideswiped me and went straight into horror, which I thought was awesome. That was really fun. And yeah, if you want to experience this for yourself, and maybe you could get in, write poems or really focus on Sayori or Natsuki and see how it turns out for you. I definitely recommend it. When I bought this game, it was free, so you really can't go wrong with a free game, especially one that is this long and with this type of experience. I think that's awesome. And yeah, a great game to play for October, and that's kind of what I was going for. And just by the timing of me finishing it, and at this point, it's not quite October yet, but a good game to play for October. Scary and really messes with your mind. So yeah, I want to thank you guys for watching. Wait, hold on, hold the phone, because I just found out before I started editing the last part that there is actually a little bit more. So I'm gonna jump right back into it. It's an ordinary school day like any other. As usual, I'm surrounded by a couple of friends groups to walking home to school there. I always tell myself it's about time to meet other girls or something like that. Hey, Kupo. Well, there already was one girl. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor. Okay. We used to walk to school together every day and read every day. Kupo, are you proud of me? Huh, what? For waking up today. Okay. Now, I'm going to be skipping past because I don't know how many times we've gone through this already. And honestly, the reason I know this is because I watched someone else play, and just to see if it was the same, and then once it started to go a different way, I'm like, okay, wait, I need to play this for myself. So I'm gonna skip a little bit of this because most of this is the same, just us talking and her and just me saying, oh, you need to be more responsible. You come clean up my room. We can make out and everything. And I don't know if it actually says that, but anyway, okay, let's see. Thinking about the club, I recall in the room number club for the filter I saw. I walked to the closet before I found the room. I timidly opened the door in front of me. Hello. Kupo, what are you doing here? Well, I just I glanced over around the room. Who are you? Who are you? It's a pleasure to meet you, Kupo. We're the literature club. I hope you enjoy your visit. I will. I need to be more so far. I'm going to think about it strict. Sorry, Natsuki. The tall one apparently is Yuri. Shall I couldn't in comparison to the young Natsuki? Following work. That's right. Mr. Cloud lines up. No way. No way. Not to mention the four of us now. That means we can officially become a club. You know what? We have to celebrate. Who? Yeah, after all, Natsuki, sorry, sit down, okay, across. She goes to get the tea. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa! Cupcakes! Oh my gosh! Okay, take one, grabs the first one, it's delicious. So you cook around interference. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. Ah! How this was so innocent the first time around. You keep a whole tea set in the classroom? Yeah, they let us, And Sonya looks away. I meant, you know, I believe you. Okay. Manga, half joking. Manga, you say? Mangas you read? Yeah, okay, yeah, the type of books you like. Yeah, you like reading some dark stuff, about people getting their limbs cut off and everything, how you're into that. Hey, Yuri, what about the first thing he said? Manga, that's right. That's a good chance to read manga in the classroom. Oh, don't say that. Besides, manga is literature too, you know. Natsuki, I wouldn't do it. Maybe, sensing the tension jumps in, maybe we can all try something new. I think it could be fun, and we'll all get to know each other a little bit better too. I mean, that's the kind of thing literature clubs do, right? I don't disagree or anything. Yeah, you're right, as usual, Presidente. I guess that means I try to pick up a novel or something. And that's one thing that's off already, is that they actually read books. They don't do poetry. And I think this is as far as I've gotten in this SSU. This is as far as I've gotten when it came to what happens after. I have to read a manga? Jeez, you were the one who suggested we diversify. You should be a little more open-minded. That's kind of hurtful. Hurtful? I didn't realize. With a guilty expression, Jody thinks of herself. I'm sorry for disrespecting your interest, Natsuki. If you're into it, then I'm sure it's worthy of a form of literature. Are you just saying that? No. I've realized my error. So if you're willing to consider starting a novel, then I'll offer my gratitude by finding a manga to read as well. Really? I mean, it makes me happy that you do that for me, Yuri. You can trust me to find something that you'll really like, okay? Same here. Perhaps I'll visit the bookstore after the club meeting. Just you? Would you like to come along? If you don't mind. Not at all. I always go home alone, so yeah, me too. This is so cute. Sayori, shut up. Yeah, you're ruining the moment. I'll show you some manga there too, okay? Yes. I'll look forward to it. Natsuki started cleaning up the food. I guess the meeting's over, huh? Yeah, it looks like it. It's nice to see everyone getting along, isn't it? I think everyone likes you too, Kupo. You think so? You think they could all be with me together and they don't mind sharing? Well, everyone always seems to be getting along a little bit better with that, aren't you? Kupo, don't say something like that. It's embarrassing. Well, whatever. I was surprised when you told me you were starting a club, but I think you're pulling it off just fine. Oh, we're going to make it the best club ever. Now that you joined, every day is going to be so much fun. Hey, Kupo. I really want to thank you. I mean, I'm really happy that you joined the club and everything, but the truth is, I already knew you were going to. There's actually something else. I wanted to thank you for getting rid of Monica. That's right. I know everything that she did. Maybe it's because I'm the president now, but I really know everything, Kupo. I know how hard you tried to make everyone happy. I know about all the awful things that Monica did to make everyone really sad, but now none of that matters. It's just us now, and you made me the happiest girl in the world. I can't wait to spend every day like this with you forever and ever. Or ever. No? Why would I say no? What happened? I won't let you hurt him. Is Monica fighting back? It hurts. I'm sorry, I was wrong. There's no happiness here after all. Goodbye, Sayori. Goodbye, Kupo. Goodbye, Literature Club.
Can you hear me? Hi, it's me. So you know how I've been like practicing piano and stuff, and not really any good at it yet, like
find that special day. Have I found everybody a fun assignment to do today? When you're here, everything that we do is fun for them anyway. What good are words when a smile says it all? And if this world won't write me an ending, what will it take just for me to have it all? Does my pen only write bitter words for those who are dear to me? Is it love if I take your is it love if I set you free? The ink flows down into a dark puddle. How can I write love into reality? If I can't hear the sound of your heartbeat, what do you call love in your reality? And in your reality, if I don't know how to love you, I'll leave you be.
This is my final goodbye to the Literature Club. I finally understand that the Literature Club is truly a place where no happiness can be found. To the very end, it continued to expose innocent minds to a horrific reality, a reality that our world is not designed to comprehend. I can't let any of my friends undergo that some hellish epiphany. For the first time it lasted, I want to thank you. For the time it lasted, I want to thank you for making all of my dreams come true, for being a friend to all of the club members, and most of all, thank you for being a part of my literature club. With everlasting love, Monica. Oh. And there you have it. It's finally done. And just to say again, I really like this game. It really was scary. It really did mess with my mind. And I don't know what else to add on to what I've already said before. But that was really cool. I enjoyed that. So again, thank you guys for watching. And I will see you next time. KupoCola signing off.